Hello.
1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Alright, YouTube is going live right now.
I think we're just going for it.
Yeah, sure.
Sumps. Bring it.
We're talking about sumps today.
Very exciting.
Love sumps.
There you go.
Welcome everybody! Waterbox Live!
It's Wednesday. Woo.
It's Wednesday. We're still in our temporary holding pattern.
Not much longer.
Not much longer.
But for now, we're in our beautiful lobby in front of our 230. So,
Yes, yes. What are we talking about today?
Sumps. Talking about
Come on,
some
man.
sumps.
Listen, I got 99 problems, but my sump ain't one. Come on, listen. People say 99 problems. That's right. Today is the 99th episode
Yes, it is.
of Waterbox Live.
Yes.
So, which means that next Wednesday, big announcement, is our 100th episode.
Which also equals our studio reveal. And we'll be starting a new build shortly afterwards. So,
Love it.
lots of cool
Love
stuff.
it.
But today we're going to talk about sumps, learn about them, kind of just see what they're good for, and
You know,
little education here.
yeah, if you have any questions about sumps, and listen, it doesn't matter what experience level you're at, if you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, because it can be intimidating. You know, I've
Yes.
talked to many people who are literally just getting into the hobby, like at the shows, when we go to the shows, and they say, listen, I'm afraid to ask you, but, you know, what is this box underneath? What are these pipes? What is happening here?
Yeah, and a lot of times people, you know, they've done freshwater, or they're like, oh, I want to do a saltwater tank, but they're like, oh my God, well, there's this sump, and there's this equipment, and, you know, I don't even know where to start, and pipes and plumbing and stuff. So I think it intimidates and stops a lot of people from getting into the hobby. And, you know, we want to kind of simplify it and teach them. And also, you know, Waterbox makes it really easy as far as the plumbing and
Really,
sumps and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
no, absolutely. So we want to kind of demystify it a little bit for everybody today. We have some slides that we're going to show. You know, also, if somebody doesn't want the whole sump design, they can go with our all-in-one systems. It's pretty much a filter built into the back of the tank.
It's like a kind of its own sump, but it's built into the tank. It holds equipment and water volume and stuff like that.
Yeah, it
so.
makes it real easy. Makes it real easy. Are you muted? Check the mics. But
No.
Just say we might be having some audio issues.
we might be having
Hearing
some
you on one
audio.
side.
We might be having some audio issues.
Let us know.
I don't know. Let us know. I know that social media said they were having issues today, and I just don't know if that's happening now or what. And I mean, we're just gonna wing it, man. We're live.
Going for it. So.
Oof. Just keep going. So, Keenan, we need to hit some of the first slide if you can. Bam.
What are they for?
Come on.
Should
now.
I have one? It's a big question. You know, some people may have had a saltwater tank back in the day before sumps were really a big thing. You know, and there's a lot of ways to do it. So I'm gonna kind of just go through the basics and what does a sump do? Why do you want one? Why should you have one?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's hit the next one. And the next one is, this is my favorite.
Oh God, yes.
This is my favorite because this brings me back, Jess. This brings me back to the days of, you know, you had a box, a glass box that was, you know, and you just started hanging stuff on the back.
Yeah, so like it wasn't really a thing. You had your like regular glass tank. It had like your trim on the top and your crossbars. And if you wanted a filter or a skimmer, it sat right on that tank.
Yeah, look at that top picture there. That's like we're just mounting the stuff on the back.
There's nowhere else to put it.
There's nowhere else to put it. And then they came out with these things called wet dry filters. Back in the day, you see in the bottom picture there with the bio balls, and it was usually made out of acrylic. And then they had these tubes in this little clear box, and it all looked like pool equipment, you know, like...
It was pool hoses going from an external overflow box down to, you know, big old thing of bio balls in your wet dry. And this is not, it's like a definitely an old school way. You can still use these for like fish only type systems, having no live rock. But in general, once sumps came along, it alleviated all these big clunky equipment, things sitting on the back of your tank. You know, so that's not even something that you have to do anymore, because I remember the little bio wheel hang on back filter sitting there.
Dude, I used to love that. You just watch it
skimmer,
spin.
This is waiting to overflow off the
Yeah.
back of your tank.
Yeah.
You know, and then you would see like all your pipes, all your pumps, all your heaters and pieces of equipment sitting right in your display.
Oh, yeah,
You
dude.
know, it wasn't that clean look that you have anymore. It's like every single thing right there.
Yeah,
in
but I remember
you.
like the siphon would stop on the tube, you know,
Oh,
and then all of a
God,
sudden
yes, yes.
it would start pumping all the water back into your. It was just a mess.
Yeah, so those external overflow boxes that usually come with like wet dries, or if you don't have a drilled tank, is there's like this little U-tube that you invert with water and you create a siphon.
Yeah.
So whenever the power stops or like an air bubble gets in there, your siphon stops, your pump still pumps water from your sump up to your tanks.
High rate of failure.
You overflow stuff, you burn out pumps, it just is a complete mess.
Complete mess.
My first tanks
we'll hit
were
that
always
next slide.
that way.
So the next slide here we got, bam. What is the sump and do I actually need it? So this is actually from Jaden, one of our Waterbox fans.
Yes, so he's in our user group, has an absolutely stunning tank. If you're not on Facebook, join our official group on there. Lots of beautiful builds and great Waterbox people on there like Jaden. So he's got a beautiful tank and sump. And most people, when you first say sump, they really don't know what that is.
Correct, and that's why we're here today, right? To demystify this whole thing. The sump, you'll see those pipes coming down on the right side, right? So the water's draining into those pipes.
Right.
It's gonna roll through the socks, it rolls through these chambers, and then we pump it back up to the tank.
Right, yeah. So basically, a sump is your like filtration that sits under the tank that holds everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in basic term.
All
whatever.
your equipment is now gonna be, this is the home for all of your equipment, pretty much.
Now, is a sump absolutely necessary? No.
No.
Is it beneficial for your tank? Are you going to run a better system and have a better reef system, salt water with a sump?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Without
Yes.
a doubt, it will be a better system. And they're easy to access and maintain your equipment down there. Just overall makes everything easier for your system. It's going to run better too. So
Yeah. So what's the next one we got? How does the sump work?
yeah, so people
This
look
is
at
a-
it, they're like, how does water get down, get back up? What's it doing?
Yeah. This is a great graphic for people that are literally just trying to understand what's happening here, right? So that overflow box, and when you see where the fishes are, right? So the water flows into that overflow box,
Yep, get your drain.
and there's pipes inside there. One pipe is returning water, and one is draining water. Now on a water box system, we got two drains in there.
You got that backup drain in case
Got that
something
backup
happens,
drain.
You're not going to flood your tank. Yeah, so your water's going to go down your drain pipe, and it's going to go down into the sump, where your water then goes and passes through mechanical, usually like a filter sock or filter media.
Yep.
That's your mechanical filtration. That's going to take out your debris and dirt particles, free floating stuff in your water. It really cleans it up and polishes out the bigger stuff in your water column. Then it's going to go over to usually your middle chamber. That's where protein skimmer, reactors, and other equipment are kept. That's where you keep your heater out of sight,
Right.
so it's getting water. And all your additional equipment is going to pass through there.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, and then something that's very important on the next slide is that no matter what, the tank, when using a sump system, the tank water level will always remain the same.
Yes, which is a nice
This
thing
is
too.
major thing for people to understand. Is this ebb and flow kind of thing. The way the overflow box is designed, even in this tank, this water we're going to remain constant.
Never changes.
If I go ahead and take a 5-gallon bucket of water out of here,
It's going to equal right back out to
it will stay
where
right
it
there.
is.
The
Yeah.
water will continue to be the same height in the display.
Which is nice, because in the traditional styles, like your water level will go down, you would see it actually change. Whereas now your display looks completely the same. But because of that, all your evaporation, if you remove water, if you turn on equipment, anything, is going to happen in the sump itself, usually in the return pump chamber.
Yeah, if you
so
go back to
that's
that
where you have to
Slide,
actually.
you'll see there, Keenan, right there. So where the red arrow is. So that water level is going up and down in that sump depending on your evaporation. If you turn your skimmer on and off, if you
do a water change.
Do a water
if you do
change.
anything that's going to affect how much water is in the system, That's where you're going to see it happen. That's also where if you set up an auto top off or something, that's where it needs to go into and your sensor needs to be. So your tank always looks the same, but and it's going to actually be the same way in the back of like your all-in-ones and cubes.
Right.
And your return pump chamber in the back is going to drop. And
Correct.
your display will always do the same, even in that all-in-one cube type style.
Correct. So this is, to me, like if I'm trying to explain to somebody that's new, this is really this slide really says it all.
I have a lot of people that have like been getting, they're like, oh man, I don't understand. I got air bubbles blowing into my tank, and they never realized that their evaporation happened down in their sump or in that back chamber. So
and the importance of an auto top off system here, because it'll keep that water level constant in that sump so that you don't get any air
your
bubbles.
salt level stays the same. So.
Yeah. So we can hit the next slide there, Keenan, and keep moving on our sump discussion. Also, if you have any questions, probably hit us up on YouTube, because it looks like Facebook is having issues.
Yes, I'm looking through YouTube on there, so if you have any questions, I'll keep an eye on that. And then Facebook, if it decides to function or not, we don't know.
So what are the benefits of having a sump? So the one that you put on here, the water volume, right? We're now increasing the water volume in our aquarium.
And people are like, well, what does that matter? Well, it's going to affect also like the stability of your system, the bioload that your tank can handle. So the bigger the tank, the better it is as far as maintaining and not having fluctuations and stuff like that. So you're increasing your water volume. You're going to have more equipment, more room for equipment. So you got down below.
I love equipment.
Yeah. I mean, bigger skimmers, reactors, all the heaters. You can put all that down there. The more filtration equipment stuff you have, the more advanced and well-running system you're going to have. So by having that room for it, you're going to be able to keep more stuff with that.
Yeah. Now also, one nice thing is as well is that all of our Marine Series, Reef, Pro, Peninsula comes with the sump.
Yes.
And all the plumbing.
Yeah. So, and if you've never had a sump, you've never had a tank before, it's really easy. So it's going to come to you. You've got your sump. It's sized and designed perfectly for the system that it's paired with. Your plumbing, honestly, like, I don't know, 5 minutes on a bad day to get it all put together. It's gonna go together really fast. So even if you've never had a sump, you don't have to really think about it or concern yourself. We got blueprints on there that tell you, hey, what equipment should I get with this tank? Your skimmer, your pump, your everything. So
so hit that next slide there, Keenan, and this is a great shot of the 35.1 that we have set up here at the office.
Now we said sumps are more beneficial for the bigger tank you have, but also on the other end of it, the smaller the tank you have, the harder it can be to maintain and actually have any good equipment on there. So this is an example of our Marine 35.1 here at the office that we did an anemone build with.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this is because it's the Marine Series and it has a sump, it has on here, and it's a 22-gallon display.
Up top, right?
Yeah, up top. With the sump, you have a total of 35 gallons in the whole system. So you've increased quite a bit. And then you have a full-size skimmer. The NIOS 120 is rated to like an 80-plus gallon tank.
Yeah.
A return
plenty of room.
Plenty of flow through there. Your heater's hidden in there. There's an ATO reservoir built in with an ATO system running on it. And you're doing all this on basically a 20-gallon, like if you had a 20 cube, it's a 20 cube with a sump.
Yeah.
You can do so much more with the tank.
Sure.
It stays
It's
clean,
awesome.
It's stable, so it's really cool.
Awesome.
And then everything is out of view. The tank just looks nice and clean
Beautiful.
and perfect with no equipment.
Beautiful, yeah. So now also REFUGIUM. We got a lot of REFUGIUM fans out there. People say, hey, what is a REFUGIUM? I hear about this REFUGIUM. Well, our Pro and Peninsulas actually have an optional REFUGIUM plate. You see that black plate there that pulls in and out. You can slide it in. So if you don't want to use it, you can pull it out. If you want to use it, it's there for you. It's a space, right, for you to grow different algae and pods and different stuff to help lower your nitrate levels down.
Yeah, so you can grow like the macroalgae, which is going to consume nutrients in the water column, and that's also a place where like copepods and amphipods and live mice and all that kind of stuff actually grows down there and is food for your tank. So it's a live food source as well. So it's beneficial, and having a big sump with that divider plate gives you that option to put it together pretty easily.
Come on now, listen. All right, can you show us some more slides here, man? This is, dude, look at these.
Yeah, some of our people from our user group, we wanted to show kind of like some different sump setups, and you can do anything with it, because different equipment, different ways.
People like to show off their sumps now.
Dude,
This is like
it is.
It's like a new trend.
The Sump has become something like you want to show off and be just as pretty as your tank.
Yeah.
So it's not just like this kind of thrown together thing, especially in our Waterbox Sumps. Like they're beautifully. When we go to shows and people see the tank and the Sump, they're like, your Sump's beautiful. Like, you know. So
they show it off.
Perfect.
Look at Joe there on the corner. He's got all his stuff mounted nice and neat on the left wall there. He's got like the board with all his controllers.
He's got a board off to the left.
Cord management is like perfect here.
Yep, he even made his own manifold off the plumbing for there.
Yeah. I might have to send Joe up here to the office.
You can see Sean, you can see Sean
Fix some of our tanks here.
Refugium area, and he's got some rubble growing in there. And
Yeah, he's even got a UV sterilizer running in there. So there's so many options here. What else? I think we got one more option.
So people want to trick them out, get some nice lighting under there. We're known for that. We love our LEDs in our cabinet.
Wow.
So you can see Joe actually made a shelf.
Yeah.
To, put his equipment into there, and then Shane, he's got the big 230, and you can see he's got skimmer, refugium running, his huge ATO reservoir.
Yeah.
Lit up nice.
Man, that thing is jamming right there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you can kind of just do anything with your Sump.
Yeah.
You know, it can house whatever equipment you want, but it's just really good for your system. It's easy. It's like it doesn't have to be intimidating, especially with a Waterbox. It doesn't have to scare you to get into salt water and have a Sump and all this plumbing. You know, it's become so advanced. You know, advanced as far as ease now.
Yeah. As I said, I got 99 problems, but my Sump ain't one. Come on, man. Listen, we make it so easy with the Sumps. It was so easy. We got any comments, questions in here, Jess?
Jaden actually, who showed his Sump, he's like, I love my Sump. He's on here watching, and Jay says, I keep my Sump clean like the display tank. And that's a big thing now, is having a pretty Sump and refugium and stuff like that. People are big into that. And just everyone, you know, really liking it. So we've got Reef Dudes in here, Jay, Brian McCarthy. We've got all kinds of people, but everyone's saying, yes, not seeing your equipment, having a Sump, it's so nice for a tank.
Yeah, very good. Remember, guys, next week is our 100th episode. I cannot stress enough. We have so much planned, so much equipment. I've seen the shipments be coming in. I've seen everything starting to pile up.
Next week is a really big week. So Wednesday's our 100th episode. A new studio being revealed.
Listen, I got my birthday in there.
Oh, your birthday's coming.
This weekend.
And then we have a new build starting on the 12th. So I think we've dropped a few little tidbits on what's going on there. We've got some...
Dude, I am so jazzed up. I am so jazzed up. I'm telling you, it's going to be an epic build, epic giveaway.
I'm so excited. Yep. The build
but even
giveaway.
The studio, man, the studio is looking gorgeous. I'm telling you, I wish we could show you, but you got to wait till Wednesday to see it.
I know, we got another week of right here.
Finishing touches. We are going to be at Fish Gallery, Houston.
So our next place we are going to be, Houston, and that's going to be Saturday, July 27th at their location. And there's going to be a barbecue. There's going to be a triple scape off.
Triple scape off.
Waterbox versus Fish Gallery versus
Corey.
I think we've got Corey Hopkins. That's going to be really fun. I'm not sure who of Waterbox is doing that yet. I think we're sti're deciding.
Well, it's probably going to have to be you, Jess, since you won the cube battle. You know, we're going to have to send our best person.
I guess if you want to win, it should probably be me.
We got to send the best person in to win the fight, right? So
yeah, barbecues. There's going to have
free
specials.
barbecue. We're going to go Waterbox live.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, just throughout the day. They have so much to see and do there. It's going to be phenomenal. I am so excited.
Houston, and then the next day, we travel ourselves over to Woodland.
Sunday. Yeah. We're driving up to Sunday.
Yeah. Be a
pizza party.
Yeah, pizza party. And
Come
there's
on.
also going to be a demonstration from Corey about advanced escaping. So it's going to do kind of like a class demo on that. We'll be going live from there.
We're going to have all the water boxes going to be there, right? The Clear series, you know, they're all going to be there.
There's going to be raffles. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be all kinds of cool stuff. And if you've never seen Fish Gallery, it's just an epic place.
If you want to be in the Waterbox live,
come see us.
Come see us. We want to be in. We want to just meet everybody. And
bring you in live. So we're going to be going live throughout the day. All kinds of recording.
But then, right after that, we're rolling up into Living Reef Orlando here locally. we're
Yep.
going to do a whole big kickoff at their retail store as well.
Yes, so that's gonna be fun. They're local. They're our dealer around here. We've been there quite a few times, picking out fish for stuff and kind of showing.
But we're going to
them.
go live
Yes.
from Living Reef. So that's going to be really, really fun. We're going to do some good stuff. And then we're moving into Reefapalooza, California. We're going across the country. That's
East Coast to the West Coast.
East to the what? Dude, she's throwing some rhymes down up in here today. So we, yes,
No.
yes, this is so great. Guys, stay tuned. Next Wednesday, mark your calendar. Trust me, you want to see the new studio.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Countdown
is beginning.
The countdown has beginning. Oh my goodness, the build is going to be so epic. Everybody's going to freak out.
All right, you guys better tune in on Wednesday. See you then.